You have been hearing, or you might have heard, career. But what exactly does it mean? Or do you know what exactly it means? Hi, welcome to day one of our 30-day career coaching series. My name is Njara Njama, your new favorite coach for a thriving work and life. And I'm here to tell you that you have been going about career the absolute wrong way. So pull your chair over. Let's have this conversation. If this is your first time of hearing the word career, well, I don't believe you. Because if you're in a workspace, irrespective of your level, you must have heard of the word career. But do you know exactly what it means? And if you do not know what it means, you have probably been going about it the absolute wrong way. Welcome to day one of our 30 days career coaching series, where I get to be your career coach for 30 days. And on today's episode, we are going to be answering the critical question: what is a career? At some point or another, I have told you to build your career. And a lot of people do not understand what it means. Everybody considers their career to be their job. A lot of people do think that they are not even in a career because they run or own a business. But if you do not know what a career is, how exactly do you plan to build it? First of all, let me just say that your career is not just about your job. You've heard this, but what does it really mean? A job is a big part of your career, but your career is much more than just your job. Let me give you an example. Think about your career as a house that you're about to construct. And the bricks that you use to build this house constitutes the job that you take. So some job, oh my God, I'm struggling with this hair, God. Your job is part of your career, but your career is over and above just your job. Think about it this way. Your career is a house that you're building, and the bricks with which you build this house are the job and the experiences that you have. So some bricks build the walls of the house. Some of the bricks form the pillars upon which you decorate your house. At the end of the day, each brick must come together to build an entire house or home that is suitable for what you are trying to achieve. The sad reality is that a lot of us are in our career, quote and unquote, but all we have really been doing is stacking up bricks without actually building a house. And after 10, 15, 20 years down the line, we are left with no home to call our own because all we have been doing is just jumping from one job to another without creating a career. And if you have built a house before or you have seen a house being built, you can tell that a lot of components comes into the building of that house that makes the house habitable. Your career is the house. The components of blocks and bricks and wood and zinc and everything that you're going to do or use in the construction process of that house are the experiences, the job, the occupation, and everything else that comes in place when you are building the house. However, the sad reality is that a lot of us are focused on only the bricks that builds the structure of the house, not necessarily everything else inside. Imagine if you just build a house with the bricks. You don't have wood, you don't have nails, you don't have hammers, you don't have any other thing. And even after you build the house, you do not take out time to decorate the house. It will not be habitable. So instead of going about your career and thinking about it as a job that you do on a daily basis and it ends there, think about it as a holistic journey of every single step that you take that is work related, targeted towards accomplishing an overall goal of building a habitable home for yourself or for your loved ones. Does that make sense? Now, I think I have successfully confused some of you, and you're thinking, so Njara, if my job is not just my career, what then is a career? And I found this really simple yet intricate definition of what a career is. And I'm going to tell it to you in the most simplest of ways. And this is it. A career is anything that you do for a protracted period of time that has capacity for growth. When I encountered that definition, it shocked me too. Because I'm like, well, I just thought that only people that are in 9 to 5 are in career, or people that are employed are the ones that are in their careers. So entrepreneurs and business owners and founder, are they also in career? Well, by our definition, anything that you do for a protracted period of time that has the propensity for growth. Now, growth can mean anything to you. For me, growth will be very good if it looks like something that comes with financial benefit, something that comes with giving me the platform to express myself in a dimension that I like. Growth can mean anything for you. So think about it. When we were in school and we're filling forms and they ask you occupation, what did you used to feel? Well, you will say student. Well, that was some form or some part, a definition of you growing your career from that time on. And so if you're here, you're watching this video, you're like, I'm an entrepreneur. This video is not for me and I don't need to learn it. Well, sorry to tell you, you are in career. And the sooner you accept that reality and begin to work in conformity with it, the better it is for everyone. So if that is the definition of career, what do I need to do to align better and really just bring everything together for the successes that I want to watch? I'm going to be giving you 3 tips before you leave. In this series, we are not just going to be stacking bricks, but we are going to be building a career. So, even though in its entirety, for the next 30 days, I'm going to be sharing with you all of the components that makes the building of a career joyful, beautiful, and absolutely rewarding. But for today, to give you something to go think about and maybe begin your process of restructuring your career if you have started it the wrong way, or at least giving yourself the opportunity to rejig it if you missed it along the line. Let's just go back to the definition of a career. And I want to give you a few components that you can run with to begin to consider whether or not you have just been stacking bricks all your life or you have actually been taking out time to build a career. From our definition, a career is a long term occupation or undertaking that has the propensity or capacity for growth or progress. From that definition, here are a few things that you should consider when reviewing your entire career plan. The first component or the first question you should ask yourself is what I'm doing for the long term or for the short term? Now, that question can be very tricky because not every job that you take will amount to something really significant for your career growth. However, it must, at the end of the day, contribute to the entire structure of your career, remembering the house scenario that we talked about. The second key question you want to ask yourself is this: does it have the capacity for growth or advancement? Well, that again is very relative to a lot of people. The definition of growth and expansion or advancement really means more money in their pockets. For some other people, it means more freedom. Whatever the case may be for you, you have to define that propensity for growth in your career. If that is non existent, I'm afraid to say that you have been stacking bricks by just taking on different jobs and not necessarily growing a career. Now, the third one, and maybe the final one, is a no brainer because it is progression. Now, progression looks a lot like, advancement, but progression is more towards your acquisition of skill, knowledge, and experience. While the advancement might look like, growing from one level to another, what progression really means is, are you accumulating the necessary skill for the house that you're building? So think about progression as the finishing of your house, because if you build a house and it is without finishing, it doesn't give the feel of a home. You might have just spent so much time building a house without actually building a home. So think about progression as the skill, the experience, and the knowledge that you gather, leading you to an overall rich and robust life. So, guys, like I said before, in this series, we are not just stacking bricks. We are going to blueprint your career house together. So, if this scenario of stacking bricks or actually building a house connects with you, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know if you have just been stacking bricks your whole life but taking on several roles and jobs, or if you have actually been building your career beyond just stacking brick. And that will be all for this episode of our 30-day career coaching series. I will be back again with another episode on this series. My name is Unjara Njama. Like I said, I am your new favorite coach for a thriving life and work. I'll see you again. Don't forget, stay safe and always, always stay inspired. Bye.